The 1% Mindset book is about 4 decades of my life in life and business. These 2 pages are relevant to what I'm about to talk to you about. Anybody that comes and engages with the pathway, we use a framework. The framework is in business, neurology, emotions, but it's also about a life wheel. When it comes to the business forces, there's one of the business forces that disciplines you to ask a question. And you must interrupt the pattern, you must let go of what you know, and you must go down there and go into a room, whether it's in your own offices or whether we do it here or whether we do it on a Zoom call. But we challenge ourselves to put us into state, and we ask, who is the customer that we're not thinking about? But it's a discipline you do every week for half an hour, away from your environment, and you really give it the attention it deserves. And there's companies there who are now turning over 7-figure contracts based upon us having the discipline of pre-framing our mindset and going in state and giving ourselves permission to explore that every single week. And once we come out that room, we pass it on to the relevant people and say, here's the approach we want to take to approach these customers. And then the next thing we know, we're in dialogue, we're in conversations, and then we're in partnership. That's how easy it is. That's the difference between working to a framework. So whether it's a compelling future with every area of your life, whether it's the 7 business forces or 8 business forces, there's a framework. And that's what the pathway does. It is relentless in frameworks, and it's been doing it for 4 decades. This is a multi-award winning employability program that was designed in 2004 with me and the team. We changed thousands of people's lives over decades. The politicians came to see to ask, how did you do it? And it won multiple awards. And it was done in that room. And what's that room called? It's called the creative room. And the reason why we call it the creative room is because boardroom has 2 meanings, B-O-R-E-D, B-O-A-R-D. Why would I take somebody in to think about innovation and be creative when that word can take you to an unconscious state, right? Do you understand? So when we go into the creative room, we would go in and say, what is it we're not thinking about? And we would walk around that room relentlessly until we come up with the concept of the academy model. We would also come up with the concept of customers that we're not thinking about. The pathway is just a facilitation model, and we steer you towards a world that doesn't exist. And the reason why the framework works is because it takes you away from your own story. You are only where you are based upon what you know. And when you're willing to give up what you know and use a structured framework, guess what happens? You come up with new answers, and then you grow faster. I hope that helps.